I want to know the thought process and what he was going through. Like, what made you kill him in Virginia or on y'all way to Miami and just keep going to Miami? What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is B Octavia. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C. I am also an entrepreneur with my own skincare, jewelry, and cosmetics business. I have a lot in store for you guys this month. I'm grinding, brainstorming, and it's just going to be a very eventful month. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work on being happy. We're going to work on being productive and just sticking to our morals, you know, sticking to who we are as people. Going into November and then December, and then it's going to be a whole new year. We need to just work on being better people. And in these different stories that I tell y'all or events that I talk about, I just really want to tell y'all what I see and how we all can be better and what's the main lessons that we can learn from what we're seeing. You'll be surprised how many people look at these stories or hear these stories but don't take nothing from it. You definitely need to take what is being shown to you as a lesson. So, and today is Halloween. Even though this isn't a real holiday to me, you know what I'm saying? Kids still got school, etc. You still got work, you know. And it's not a real holiday, but anyways, I want to talk about friends yet again. And the main thing with this one is jealousy and, you know, productivity and what that does to other people that are not really being productive. And those people are your friends. So, today we are going to talk about an inspiring rapper that went missing almost 2 weeks ago from his home in Virginia. Also, we are going to talk about his body being recovered from his friend's vehicle. 25-year-old Brian Trotter went missing from his home in Virginia, and his father was a witness to Brian Trotter's friend coming to pick him up and the two leaving from Brian Trotter's home. Now, this up-and-coming rapper, his name is Brian Trotter, and in the rap world, he goes by Kent Won't Stop. Now, allegedly, his best friend, the suspect in this case, was his manager, but I don't know for sure. He may have had a role in his friend's rap career, but beyond that, 25-year-old Robert Coltrane, was the friend of Brian Trotter for 10 plus years. Now, police have not said what motive that Mr. Coltrane had, but they did say that Brian Trotter's father was a witness to the suspect coming to pick up his son, and before they left, he noticed that Mr. Coltrane was kind of anxious, looked kind of nervous, maybe had something on his mind at that time, but nothing exploded while they were at the house. It didn't really take long for him to explode once he left the residence of the Trotter family, because police believe that his murder happened shortly after both men left the residence. He left the house maybe on the 15th, or it could have been a day after that, but the Trotter family did not waste time in filing a missing persons report, because the Trotter family home is where Brian Trotter lived. It was very unusual for him not to come back home, especially with him not communicating and responding to text messages and the calls from the Trotter family. It was all unusual. They did call the suspect, and the suspect said that he dropped Brian Trotter off with other friends when they could not locate him from other friends, and the other friends did not know his whereabouts. That's when they made the missing persons report. How all of this came to a extreme halt. Officials in Virginia did start a search. They're in Virginia, but Brian Trotter's body was found in Miami. So after the murder happened and the suspect did what he did to contain the body as good as he could, I guess, Brian Trotter's body was wrapped in a fabric. That fabric is very breathable, so nothing was being concealed at a great extent, and he made it all the way to Miami. So we all know that Miami is hot. Miami is very humid, wet. It's all this going on. So he made it to Miami, but these slick roads his car was not used to, and a crash happened on a expressway. So what happened was, as patrolmen got to the vehicle, they towed it to, I believe it was a mall parking lot, but instantly became suspicious as they noticed flies and a stench coming from the vehicle. When they opened the vehicle, they saw in the trunk of the car the body of Brian Trotter in a advanced stage of decomposition. So if y'all don't know, once you kill a person or a person meets their demise, like say it's not murder, say that somebody is home alone and they meet their demise by natural causes or something to that nature, and somebody doesn't come to the house for a good minute and then they do get discovered, if some time goes by and there is not like refrigeration and it's not like cold or cool temperatures and things like that, the body is going to decompose at a rate that is very fast. If there are no dental records and things like that, it would be kind of hard to recognize if, say, the body is a male or female, or it would be hard to recognize the age. It would be hard to recognize the gender of this person. So advanced decomposition, it's just terrible. I want to know the thought process and what he was going through. Like, what made you kill him in Virginia or on y'all way to Miami and just keep going to Miami? Like, what made you do that? But upon discovery of this body, the 25-year-old suspect was arrested and charged immediately with second-degree murder and illegal transport of a body. Now, second-degree murder, I don't know. I feel like they're going to have to prove if it was premeditated or if it was, spur of the moment, whatever. And I also have the definition of second-degree murder, like what does that entail for those of y'all that don't know, because it's a lot of people that just keep it real, don't know about first-degree murder, second-degree murder, etc. I'm glad that he was immediately charged. He probably will be extradited back to Virginia, and a autopsy of Brian Trotter revealed that he was shot multiple times, which is just very unfortunate. Now, being as though I uploaded about my own friendships, and that was the last upload, this one just coincides with that, because it's like, and I didn't even talk about jealousy. I didn't even talk about that being a huge factor in why a lot of friendships just don't last, and they don't need to be forced. If you feel like it needs to end, then it needs to end. Jealousy is a huge factor in why a lot of people get killed. He was doing his thing, being very productive and getting recognition for his music, and that's what all artists want. That's what all artists deserve. All good artists that put time in, that put that work in to become unique and to create their own sound and to get a fan base that they deserve. So it's very upsetting to me, and it speaks loudly that you need to just do your own thing. I feel like, especially with up and coming rappers, you don't need no manager. Be your own manager, because only you know what you deserve. You know what you are owed. You know how much you are worth. And for real, when you up and coming, you shouldn't be looking to pay somebody or give somebody a piece of your pie when it's your pie, period. The lawyers and all that's going to come afterwards. You can get a manager after you rise up from becoming up and coming to a well-known rapper. You don't need that right now. I even find it goofy for YouTubers, especially smaller YouTubers, to have a manager. You don't need that. Do that shit yourself. If you don't know what you're doing, do research. Become informed, because it don't even matter if it's a friend or not, because y'all build that relationship anyway as manager and talent. But you don't need friends, Like I told y'all before, it just becomes all confusing, especially if they are involved in your career. They feel like they owed a certain amount that you ain't even getting, It's just very ridiculous. This didn't have to happen, and I feel like mental illness coincides with this as well. You could know somebody for a long time and they reveal how they really feel about you at the very minute that you finna lose your life. It's terrible. And you may not see that a person is jealous of you because you're so proud of yourself and you are really, feeling the blessings. I know that. But you have to be aware of these type of things, because for somebody to feel like they can play the Grim Reaper and just take away all your blessings and take away your life, it's just not fair, But look at what God did. They expedited that shit. They expedited his body being found, because he was probably going down to Miami to find some crocodiles or something, and to dispose of the body that way. God reveals all. Not only does he reveal all, like I told y'all, he sees all. He seen you do that you was just gonna go down there and act like nothing happened, And I believe that the family's prayers and the family, really loving Brian and loving the person that he is and cherishing his life, knew that he was in danger, and they did their part. It's very sad that this happened, but sometimes you can't stop sick people from acting out what they really want to do. It's amazing that his body was found this fast. They could have just left the car at the mall parking lot and just left it at that. And just thought, just came to a conclusion like, oh, it's just flies or whatever, They could have did that. And they didn't. I will stay updated with this case. But until then, I will see y'all in my next video, which will be coming into November. Thank you for supporting me thus far. Thank you for watching. It's your girl, B. Octavia, and I will see y'all then.
Thank you in my mommy video. This guy, he watching in my mommy video. Peace.